Thank you for joining me for our 12-week series. This is week 4 in the series, and I hope you're going to enjoy this creative community project today that I'm going to be sharing with you and some of the nature from my backyard here in Florida. This beautiful male cardinal, and he is took a little bath, and now he's pruning himself and fluffing and drying his little wings off, and then he is going to eventually fly away. And then I'm going to share with you a beautiful painted lady butterfly that is on my flower on my garden grow tower. And then we're going to get into the project. Do you craft for a cause or have a story of giving through your art? I would love to know. Tell us how creativity has helped you support something bigger, and tag your favorite nonprofit in the comments below. And in my next video, I will pick one of your comments and give a shout out for your cause. So, crafting with purpose is definitely a new concept for a lot of people. And this can be focused around mental health, environmental care, or community support through our art. And I know that there's a lot of organizations out there that do fundraisers, and they seek out small businesses and even big corporations for donations for their fundraisers. And case in point, there was a news item recently about Taylor Swift, and she was wearing a vintage t-shirt that had a sea otter, and a friend of mine who lives in Maine actually works at a company who she told me the story. So I'm going to relate her story that she told me. And because this is all public knowledge, it's nothing secretive. So the company that used to own the rights to that t-shirt was bought out by this other company that's in Maine, and where my friend works. And so I have not looked up the news report. So you guys, if you're interested, you can go dig a little deeper and check this out. And I don't know how recently. I'm assuming it must have been this last month that it happened. But I don't know that for certainty, so you have to check out the news. And she was doing a fundraiser, and they decided to do a fundraiser for this aquarium in Maine. I don't remember the name of it either. But it's all happening in Maine, so just go look up Taylor Swift fundraiser for this aquarium in Maine, and you'll find out all the details. And so, anywho, they wound up raising $2 million in a very short period of time. And now this company is having to mass produce these sea otter t-shirts for all of the fans of Taylor Swift that wanted to help her and the aquarium. And so that is like true community support through art. So whoever originally designed that sea otter t-shirt is no longer the beneficiary of all of that. It's the company, obviously, who owns the rights to it now. But yet the aquarium was able to benefit and receive donations, a portion of that, And so this is how, even as we're not a big name, famous person in the news, but we can do our part in the community through our art. And so you might want to check out some of the organizations in your area. It could be schools, it could be local schools. It might even be some small homeschool groups, so everyone can use help. Foster parents, foster groups, and these are just some of the things that are near and dear to my heart that I know you would like, just to give you some ideas on what you could start thinking about. All right, so I am going to cut out some more embellishments, and I found this cute little glassine bag that I'm going to decorate and put on one of the pages for a pocket. So here are the papers that I just printed out on cardstock. So this junk journal is a fall theme, as you can see. This is going to be a cute little journal spot that I will put in a pocket. So I'm putting a lot of tuck spots on the pages, and then what goes in the little pockets or tuck spots will be where you can do the journaling. So if you're the recipient of this junk journal from my giveaway for November, then you can have lots of fun opportunities to be writing and use it for whatever your little heart desires. I mean, you could use this for recipes. I mean, there's just endless possibilities and opportunities for what you could use it for. It could be a scripture journal, it could be a gratitude journal, it could be a vacation journal, it could be a planner. Lots and lots of ways that it can be used. I like that it's easy to know where to fold it. So in this case, I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to leave it where they can open it and write. This is going to go in a pocket. Let me show you what I've put in here so far. Okay, so here's a little tuck spot. So this could even go right there. And then over here, I have this little one here, this little one here, but I'm going to add some other pieces to it. And then I put this little tuck spot here, and I put this little tag here. Okay, so the tags are decorated. And then this little tag here, I added some fabric and then a little piece of leftover thread behind that. Just layered on different pieces. Put a little piece of lace behind there. This one has the cheesecloth here. And then layered the two tags there, put another, just a little piece right there, and then this back pocket, this tag, I think it turned out really nice. So that's, I'm just going to continue this whole technique. So this is a little bit bulky in my opinion for that, so I may do a smaller item like I've got over there. So for now, I'm going to tuck this into that pocket right there. That fits in there very nicely. So I'm just going to take you with me on this decorating journey, and I hope you get inspiration from it. these two are pockets, so I'm going to cut these out and put those on. I like when it has that extra little gusset, because then it's much easier to get things in and out of the pocket. So I wish more of the digital kits would do that. So this particular lady does Val Creations. And I found her on Facebook in one of the groups. And then she has a Ko-fi shop, and so for a small membership fee, I decided to go ahead and support her with that. And which the nice thing about that is you can, you know, cancel it at any time. But I definitely am getting my money's worth out of the membership level that I chose. So in this case, because this is a pocket, then I will glue this. Which, now that I'm looking at it, okay, yep, I see what I need to do. Tips of these glue bottles get all gummed up. So if I'm finding now, if I don't keep that off of there, then it kind of starts to clog up the tip, which I really didn't realize that until recently, after using it for all these years. So I wanted to say that my videos are going to be a combination of junk journal videos, as you're seeing me do here now, and slow stitching videos, because I like both, and I know that my subscribers like both. So I have people who like the junk journals, and I have people who like the almost forgot to cut this part up, the slow stitching. And so I'm not gonna lock myself into either one. I like being able to bounce back between the two. So that's something that you can keep in mind for my channel, so that you will know that you're going to find both. It's not going to be all sewing videos, and it's not going to be all paper crafting videos. And I've done that since the beginning with my channel. I do card making. Haven't done any card making in a while, I must say. I do have cards that I need to make, but I just have not. I have a lot already made, so it's not like I need to do a tutorial. So that's why I have not. Okay, so, but I wanted to mention that so that if you're new to my channel, then you will realize that, oh, Marcia doesn't just stick with one theme here. She goes from junk journals to slow stitching, and then, you know, stays in one for a while, which I did. I mean, like when I was working on my quilt, you know, and other fabric projects, then you'll see more of that. And then if I decide that I want to make a journal for someone, and you'll see more of that. And then when I wanted to get the Daphne's Diary magazine, then I was watching videos about her magazine, and I liked the idea of making a junk journal out of the magazine instead of just the magazines accumulating in your home, and then eventually you just toss them because, you know, you're not using them. You don't go back and look through them. So, and my Mary Jane's Farm magazines, I do have a few of those. And so I'm thinking that I may do a junk journal series from her magazine and making a junk journal out of it. And then I'll like the recipes and any craft projects that I would take those out to put in the journal and not use those pages for the signature. So it's going to be interesting to see, because I know there's like a lot of pages in that I would be able to use for the signatures, I think. Fairly easy. So I need to just sit down and go through it. The covers, I'm not 100% sure how that would work. But I'm willing to give it a whirl. And then I was thinking for 2026, so rest of 2025, I've got a nice schedule thanks to collaborating with my friend Linda at Icky Chic. We have a 12-week series for the rest of 2025. Every Wednesday, which is the video here, this is number 4 in the 12-week series. So we have, how many more to go? 8 more to go. And then in 2026, her and I are going to do a collaboration fashion, upcycling fashion series. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I do not remember if that's how many of those. I can't even begin to remember how many we decided on. And so in 2026, I will continue to do my Daphne's Diary junk journal giveaway. Every other month will be the journal giveaway. And then the opposite month will be a different theme. So like this is the fall theme. I'll probably do a winter theme one, spring, summer. And obviously my shop credit is still there every month for everyone who doesn't win the main prize. So if you like all of that, then please, stick around, watch the videos, and you know that you're always going to receive the $5 off of a $10 purchase every month to use in my shop. And then you have the opportunity to win one of those junk journals. And I'm thinking I'm not 100% sure on this yet, but I'm thinking of what I may do also, because once the magazines end, the subscription ends, it may carry me all the way to the end of 2026. I'll just have to see. But I'm thinking I might come up with some of my fashion upcycled items that I could use in a giveaway. I'll have to see. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Would you be interested in any of my textile upcycled items? And they're not going to be like, they're going to be accessory items. I'm not going to take like a shirt or anything like that I would use for the giveaway. But something that could be like a brooch. I don't even know all the things that I'm going to come up with, because it's completely up to her and I to figure that out. Okay, so these are little, now see, these are cute. This little size, I like this size. So now these would be really cute to tuck a couple of them in that little spot. Over here with this one, over here with this one, over here with this one. Doesn't that work out nice? Yeah, I love it. Okay, so put that one here. Okay, that one's there. Okay, these two are here. Okay, so I need something in that pocket. Okay, these are going to be tuck spots. Okay. So are the leaves turning where you live in the United States? And if you live in another country, what is your weather like? Now, we have a hurricane brewing and wreaking havoc on some of our island friends, Jamaica, Cuba. I don't even know what little islands that it impacted prior to hitting Jamaica. 185-mile-an-hour winds. Now, I mean, that's significant. So we're here in Florida, and I was like watching that very carefully because I said, if that thing decides to turn and not take the easterly turn like it's been doing, we're in trouble. So my husband was like, I think this would be the first time I would pack us up and go out of the state. And he goes, we might even move out of the state. I said, oh, it takes a 185-mile-hour wind hurricane to get us out of the state. Okay, now I know what it is. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, you got to keep a sense of humor with all this. But that is definitely significant. And this is the strongest wind speed, highest wind speed on record of a hurricane. So, I mean, that was it. I mean, like I'm saying, it was like, wow. Okay, so I'm going to glue the top, bottom, and this side. Okay. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing, otherwise I'll glue the wrong side, and then I'll have to put it on another page. Okay, bring it over here. My piece of wax paper. That's not the one I want. There's a smaller piece. So I'm really enjoying reading this series, I'm telling you. I just can't tell you enough how much I'm enjoying it. And look at how pretty this is. Matching and blending on these pages. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's see now. Okay, we have this one. Ooh, that looks pretty. And this one. Which one do you think? I don't know. They both look good. Okay, let's go with this one. I don't know what I'm going to do over here. Okay, now, see, I got to pay attention. Bottom. Top, bottom. Okay, now I need to glue this side. So this is definitely a junk journal project for beginners. But the wonderful thing about making junk journals is the more you do them, just like you saw me with the sewing the signatures into the cover. And even if you sew it wrong, it's easy to do it again. Pretty. It's so pretty. I like it very much. Okay, now over here. No, I don't know. I mean, it could. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. It's all gonna go. It looks good together. It does. It really does. It's very pretty. And then all the little tuck spots in the pockets. Okay. Now, two little tags that can go in something. This is probably going to go in, or I may use this as another pocket. need more pockets with gussets. I can see that. I was thinking, man, I just need to print this page over and over and over. I went back through because I was taking, I had 3 or 4 digital kits from different shops that I was looking at with the fall theme. I wanted it to be the fall theme. I had other colors that I already had, but I said, no, I want this one all to be in a fall theme. It looks really nice. Daphne's Diary is a very pastel theme, but I wanted a fall theme one for this one. We don't get a lot of fall color changes here in Florida. There's a few maple trees that we do get the pretty colors, but other trees just that are not evergreen lose their leaves, and then, you know, but for the most part we have a lot of just greenery left. Oh, that would be cute. Okay, cool. I like it. I like it. I like it very much. Alrighty then. Over here. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so I could put it here. I think I'll do that. As you can see, I mean, you don't have to make a junk journal so elaborate that it makes it where you don't even want to begin, because you feel like, oh, I can't do it like everybody else when I see those beautiful junk journals and they have all those, you know, doodads and embellishments. That's how I feel. I mean, and I'm an experienced junk journal maker, and I'm like, it makes me feel overwhelmed. I'm like, no, I don't want to go there. But when you just do these simple little junk journals, and, you know, depending on how you're feeling physically and mentally and emotionally, all that, then, you know, maybe you can embellish it, you know, make the beginnings, get your basic, like what you're seeing me do, the basics together, your signature, the covers, and then little by little by little, then decorate the pages, and then add to the pages, you know. Like do the first part of the signature, and then, you know, maybe a couple months down the road, then you can work on the other side of the signature. So that's how you can look at it and go about it so that it's not overwhelming. That would be my recommendation. Okay, I do like that, and I'm thinking, you know what? Even though I cut that crooked, I am going to use this. Just like that. A bit of glue. Okay, this is narrow, so I have to be very careful and put the glue, which you're probably not seeing me in frame, but that's okay. You don't need to see it right at this moment. See? I had to go very close to the edge. All right, so then I'm going to come down here. There we go. Okay, now this definitely needs smaller, so I think I'm going to switch him over here. And then this one I can tuck into this larger pocket. Okay, so this is where I'm going to stop the video, and then once I do the giveaway for November, then I'll do a flip through of the final reveal, and then I will send it off. Now, something I'm asking the recipients and the whole community. So you can go into my community page, just click on Markets of Sunshine, and then you'll see the little tabs that says home, video, playlist, and then at the end I think it says posts. You can post pictures of your slow stitching projects that you have made, and anything that you've seen me do here that has inspired you and you've made something, then you can post those pictures there. So what I'm also asking is that if you are a recipient of one of my journals, the giveaways, please post the picture. It's just like you could just post the picture that you received it, or a page that you, I don't know, did something in it. And I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot. I'm just wanting to let you know that you have that feature available, that you could post your pictures of your projects that you've done from watching my videos. And that would be very encouraging to the rest of the community, and especially the giveaways. That I feel like is something encouraging as well for people to see and know that, yes, they're not just hearing me say that I shipped it. You get to come back and say, I received it, thank you, I love it, whatever. So that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, now I need, where are we? We're almost getting, yes, okay. So I'm gonna just finish this, but I will finish the rest of this later. But thank you for being here. Now, the next video in this series, because this is a 12-week series, like I said. Okay, so let me get my paper because I have it all printed out. So number 4, this was number 4, crafting with purpose. Okay, so this this junk journal has a purpose. Its purpose is to bring joy to one of you in my community who is going to be the winner of it from the giveaway. That's my purpose in this thing. And also, we talked a little bit about if you, for me, see, this is my community support through you, to you. That's who I support. That's who I do these things for. But I talked in the beginning about what you could do. Now, so next week number 5 video is going to be stitching through big life changes. So that's pretty well self-explanatory, right? So we're going to talk about using slow stitching or journaling to make transitions like retirement, empty nesting, or help journeys. And also the loss of a loved one. I'm going to add that on the list because I lost my mother, and a friend of mine Saturday lost her husband. He was only 56, I believe. So that was very sad news. Extremely, extremely sad news. And, yeah. So just remember to be on the lookout for that. So stitching through big life changes. So this one was a junk journal one. Next one's going to be a slow stitching one because we're talking about stitching. Okie doke. All right, so thank you for being here. I hope that you are loving what I'm doing to this fall-themed junk journal for our November giveaway. And because, I mean, I'm really liking it. I'm loving the kits. I've used, like I said, 4 different creators' junk journal kits. And look at how beautifully they all blend and look so pretty together. So, I mean, I really like this. I think it's really nice. I don't know if I'll put anything here on the back. But it's really looking pretty. It's coming along just beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So we will see you in the next video. Oh, yes. Haha. One more thing. I am doing a collaboration, promotional collaboration, with a company called IEEBE, and they sent me some products for me to craft with and demonstrate and show you here on my channel. So the next video, which would probably be Saturdays or Sundays, one or the other, will be an unboxing of those products. Oh, I'm so excited to show you what it was that I was able to pick out. And then we're going to make a wonderful, beautiful, it's a junk journaling, paper crafting series. And you will have a beautiful, wonderful 30% discount code to use in their shop. So I hope you're going to be really excited about this, because I know I certainly am. So that's going to be the weekend's video. And then next Wednesday will be our stitching video that I just mentioned. So I hope this gets you excited, and please subscribe and leave me a comment, hit the like button, all those good things, share, share, share. And I will see you next time. Stay safe, keep stitching and paper crafting in the sunshine. Bye-bye.